It's really catchy. The other songs are just there.
That's not like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Am I wearing these wrong? Because she's very
So
comfortable.
cute. They have a little R&L on them.
Yeah. Just look at this thing.
Stumbling right now.
Just gotta post it to every social media site in the world. Gotta update the Astro Panic Tinder.
All right, guys, we're recording.
That'd be amazing. I didn't read down.
You swipe right or left on Astro Panic. Go picture the logo.
How do we feel about that? Oh, we're live now?
We're live.
Okay. That's funny because you can only see Brandon.
Well, then why don't you get in the pit?
Now there's a microphone blocking my face as well.
Hey, I can put that right there against your chest.
The thing.
I would try to put it in a better spot, but
Like that, for instance.
Like that.
Yeah, like any spot beside
Oh,
the one.
either way. There we go.
yeah,
I mean,
that works.
I mean, we can move the monitor.
This mic is being real funky with me.
Let's go on limp.
All right, let's test the audios real quick.
The audio. Gloria,
Hey,
Gloria,
hallelujah,
Gloria,
hallelujah.
Yes.
God, the bap. Yes.
Pass.
Let's
I
get
really don't like it that high up.
Let's get it started in hot. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in hot. Let's get it started in here.
That's
oh
much better.
boy.
The bass keeps running.
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 Running, and running.
Yep, that's what I was talking about.
All right,
I got a text message.
don't
Don't look at
It's
it.
live on the air.
Matt, you suck. From Ricardo.
Is that a text message?
No.
That's
That's what
oh, you want me to read? You want me to read the?
Would you be so kind? I'll read it. But I won't.
Ask Don't Panic is a comedy advice podcast. The hosts and their guests are in no way experts, and they make absolutely no effort to sound like they are. Occasionally, they might give some sound advice. Take their word for it. These people are not to be trusted.
Stop trusting me. Bam, bam, ba-dam, down. Thanks on the satellites
This is-
for letting us use the song.
I'd like to thank Sound of Satellites for the use of our theme song.
But really, thanks guys, because normally I forget.
You should be, I'm going to remind you at the end of the.
Please
the end of the, you should write it down. This thing, list of things
I will.
to do.
I'll write it.
I'll do it.
I'll
do it.
totally do it.
Don't,
All right.
Don't tempt me, Brandon.
Shall we begin?
Let's.
We shall.
Apparently.
Let's play. So,
Huh.
hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Ask Don't Panic. I'm Brennan, and joined with me always is
Trusty sidekick, Chris.
yes, and
Young Ward.
my young
My
ward.
peasant.
It's not the same thing. My young ward, Christopher Michael Miles,
Mm.
is he's the Robin to my Batman, and
According to your sister.
true, you are the Batgirl to my Batman.
There it is.
Yeah. Anyway, inside jokes. So, and join with us, returning to the podcast, we have Matthew Atkinson of Pixel Legends fame. Hey,
Yeah. It's good to be back.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be the only Pixel Legends person invited back for a second round. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Most of you guys really enjoyed. It's a great time.
Oh yeah,
I really
it's great.
enjoyed being here, by the way, too. I want to make an emphasis on that. Like I love being invited to this podcast. I think that's a great time.
Thank you.
I just had a great experience with everybody involved. And I don't know, I can't even remember who the other person you had on was, but probably must not have been as good as me because we. So
Clearly,
Statistically speaking, you broke all the records.
yeah, I mean,
out of the three main, how many would you say that are in the head, like the main Pixel Legends crew?
one.
Okay, so out of the one, only one of them has returned.
Retwined?
Returned.
Only, only one of them is retwined.
Yeah.
Can I read the disclaimer in like that kind of voice?
All right, let's go.
Ask Don't Panic is a comedy advice podcast. The host and the guests are in no way experts, and they make absolutely no effort to sound like they are. Occasionally, they might give some good advice, but I wouldn't take the word for it. These people are not to be trusted. I almost had it. Oh,
You almost had it.
Yeah,
It's so
that's fine.
close.
That's fine. I like the first one better.
It was
I like the
great.
first one better.
I know, but I liked it.
It's magic.
Well, welcome. We are halfway through Movember. Chin deep in Movember goodness.
Remember,
Literally.
We are chin, yeah. And so, for those of you watching the live stream, you can see the fruits of my labor. It's
But you
Getting
cannot
there.
see the fruits of his loins.
you cannot.
That is on our
That's
subscriber only feed.
That's a premium
Yeah,
podcast right there.
You will have to pay for that good stuff.
Yeah, and that is. So there's
what, the
that
fruit of your
too.
loins to be determined?
Yeah,
Okay.
like because
We'll never know.
No,
Yeah.
it's
It's a mystery.
Who
TBA.
Anyway, so Movember, again, just to let you guys know, it's all about men's health, raising awareness for men's health, and looking good while doing it. No, I'm kidding. I miss my beard so very much.
He's having withdrawals.
I
Okay, what's wrong?
was looking at photos of my beard the other day, and I was like, just like
And
in my mind,
we need some sad music. Like, you need to at this point in the podcast, you need to cut in some sad music and just kind of like have like a slideshow
Oh, I will.
of pictures of you and your beard.
actually, I think that's a great idea.
Were you eating a bucket of ice cream and watching like a romantic movie as well?
No.
And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, beard.
No, what happened was I was looking at it on my phone, and then I looked in the mirror, and then in my mind, I started hearing, "Hello, darkness, my old friend," and Simon and Garfunkel really just accompanied me in that moment.
Okay.
It was a dark, dark time. So, speaking of things that aren't as dark as me, looking at photos, that's a bad transition. I don't like that transition at all. Oh,
Sorry, remember.
All right. Speaking of things that are very hairy, let's get into some hair-raising questions. That was also
I'll take
stupid.
it. No.
Just
that's
go with
good.
it. Let's go with it, okay? Tweet number
Mustache.
one.
A mustache you. Some
Questions.
Okay. Hey, you know what? This actually speaks to me, because after looking at photos of my beard and missing it, this person tweets in, "What's the best way to cheer someone up? #need advice."
Is that
That's a
what
hashtag?
you do now?
That's a hashtag right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Again,
not going to do that.
both fingers, not one.
Yeah, that's why I did this.
I know.
It
Your form is impeccable.
makes a hashtag.
Does it? It's a pound sign.
I was so distracted by your
It's
hashtag
also a hashtag.
that by your hashtag sign didn't actually hear the question.
The question again is, what's the best way to cheer someone up? #need advice.
Hmm.
That's a very vague question. I'm gonna have to ask.
Okay.
The question asked to
Let's
be more
say-
specific next time when you write in. But
I'm going to tailor it to my situation. All right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm
It's fine, I
looking at
guess.
photos of my beard and looking at DRLA. What's the best way to cheer me up?
You have 2 pets at home, do you not?
I do. They
You
are
have
both dogs.
an electric razor, do you not?
Go on.
Get a new beard. But if you can't,
Good thing your animal does.
yes.
Yeah, and it's in their hair. They're hypoallergenic. They're
Hyperallergenic
actually hair.
beards.
So it won't make me scratchy.
And it won't make anyone else scratchy. So if you got a date,
Hey,
you just
That's-
let them know, like, hey, don't worry, this beard is hypoallergenic.
that's
Which
great.
normally girls are wondering about that.
Yeah. Like, is this man fit or get set off my allergies or not?
I actually saw a tweet today related to this topic. I don't actually have it pulled up on my phone here, unfortunately, but it was along the lines of, what's the best way to ask to touch a guy's beard?
Ooh,
And
that's a great
as
question.
bearded men, I feel like
We can answer
we
that.
can answer that question.
All right.
It depends on the guy.
Yeah. Well, and it depends on your living situation. Wait, no, your marital status
Wink.
and their
Wink.
marital status.
Mhm.
Also,
Touching
what
a
sex
man's
they are.
touching a man's beard. Wait. Oh, if it's in the man or if it's a
Yeah.
woman.
But that impacts it, does it not?
Touching a man's beard is an intimate experience.
It's incredibly intimate.
But
Oh,
that does
man.
not mean that it's only for lovers.
Okay.
No, not
Yeah,
at all. Yeah.
Of course.
As demonstrated
Don't-
here by
I
Chris.
just didn't even know. This isn't even a beard.
I mean, if you guys ever seen those PSAs when you were a kid, it's like,
Get 'em.
it's like, you know, it's fine to be friends with someone, but if someone ever touches you in a place that you don't feel comfortable, that's no good.
It's bad. It's real bad.
And it's the same thing with beards. I mean, like, basically, you have to have a rapport with that person.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just walk up to a street, Chris, and just touch their face.
Are you saying we're random strangers and I'm making a street?
No, but I'm just giving you an example because I've seen you do that last.
It happened.
And but you know, if you want to touch a guy's beard, you just gotta ask. You just gotta be upfront with someone. It's like asking somebody out. But again, it's not saying that you were just touching the beard does not equal asking them out.
No, it doesn't.
You have to be like, hey, can
I touch the goods?
Rub my fingers on your face. And then you gotta like creepily move your hand towards their face as you do that. And then Brandon makes a smile like that.
Here's the thing. I really like a good beard scratch, especially when your beard gets past a certain point, like about Matt's level. Like a good beard scratch feels amazing, but it needs to be welcomed. I have had people with my beard. I had people just walk up and boom, their hands right in the thick of my. They're scratching it, maybe a little too hard,
running through the finger,
coursing through the hair, and it's like, dude, this is really not okay.
It also depends on how long and what kind of if you're just gonna like run your hand down someone's face like flat of your hand or something like that, not as big of a deal.
Yeah, okay.
If you're gonna like do a scratch or anything like that, then yeah, you're getting into some more intimate territory. I would say this: if you would be okay letting that person touch your hair on your head, like scratching your head, then probably okay to touch your beard.
Kudos. I don't know you. Here, we got a question. We got a live question here. Can I touch your beard? With little slanty eye faces.
Kudos. First, I mean, you gotta take me out first. You can't just jump straight to that. You know what I mean? Like, where's the dinner? Where's the movie? You know, it's not gonna just happen. I'm afraid. I'm sorry, buddy.
Brand's on an instant beard touch kind of guy. You know? He's gotta be courted into it.
I need to be wined and dined.
As an engaged man, there are the list of people that are allowed to touch my beard.
That's right. You're engaged.
Go much shorter down. Chris is one of them, but he's being creepy about it right now, so I'm punishing
not
him.
Acceptable. For me, why? So for me, I don't know. I need to get to better know you and just ask. If I'm not okay with it, I'll say no. Kudos. From my understanding, you're not either Chris or Matt, so you're not physically in this room. So I'm going to say,
he didn't realize
you
Chris.
Can't touch my beard at this moment. If you run across me in the street, just say, "Hey, man, I love your podcast." Your beard?
And he'll say no.
Maybe. I'll say maybe. Yeah, but anyway, thanks for the question. Appreciate it, man. Or woman. I don't know. It's Kudos. It's a very generic name, to be fair.
Kudos to you.
Congratulations on the name. Speaking of names, another question from a tweeter at Brooke Whatever says, I need advice. Do you like the name Vivian or Siri if I'm having a girl? #need advice. Gentlemen, what's your take? Vivian or Siri? It's only those are your two options.
I don't know. Can we ask Matt this? Does he have a bias?
I mean, well, everyone knows that Siri is a little bit, associated with Apple products at the moment. So I mean, but who knows? By the time that kid, like, here's the thing that I always think about: when that kid is high school age, what's that name gonna mean? That's the real thing. When people name their kids after, Twilight characters or something like that.
Oh gosh,
it's real dumb right now, but you're gonna kind of hoping that in 20 years maybe no one will remember that book or movie anymore. I certainly hope so. Or like 15 years, I guess. It's high school age, and so maybe it won't be that bad, really. There'll be a lot of Bellas and Edwards around, but other than that, no one will really mind. But so, like, who knows if Siri will still be a thing?
That's a good point.
In the same way, and then
Siri too.
Yeah, that's it. Siri too. And it's like, my name's Siri. Oh, like the phone? No, that's Siri 2. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I got confused for a second.
Yeah.
That's Siri 2. You're just Siri. Actually, you should. So, in reality, if we're gonna go with that naming scheme, then you should call her Siri 1, the all-in-one Siri entertainment person.
I love it. You're just trying to sell your daughter.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
great. Whoa.
I mean, like, no, marketing sense. Like you gotta sell yourself when you're trying to get hired by an employer. Duh. What else could I have meant, guys?
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know anything about the name Vivian. I haven't seen. Brandon's just erasing all of his tweets right now that he had saved for today.
No, it's okay. I have some duplicates,
Okay.
and that's why I'm fixing it.
Yeah. So I mean, out of those two, I'd say Vivian, but that's just because right now Siri's been taken. Okay. Like no one else is allowed to call their kids Siri anymore.
They're having you down for trademark.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
You make money
call
off that name.
if you have a boy.
Don't you dare.
Yeah.
Also,
Unless-
you're subjecting that kid to a lifetime being called Mac. Where's your cheese?
Well, Mac's taken, Little Mac's taken, Big Mac's taken. All the
You're
good variants
done.
of Mac are done. Yeah.
Medium Mac.
No, well, there you go.
I'm actually available, yeah.
Yeah.
Supersize.
Supersize Mac.
It's no longer a thing.
Dang it.
Gosh. So, question, guys. Do you tip at Starbucks? What's the standard? What if you pay by card? I
This
feel
is-
like I
this
call
is
it
not-
wrong every morning.
You can't bring this question to the table.
I found
work
this
at a
on Twitter.
You work at a coffee. You work at a coffee.
Hey, Chris, will you read this question?
Oh,
You
sure.
practiced
That I just found?
Yeah,
Awesome.
that you found by yourself?
Yeah, it's all Twitter sphere.
And this
You shut your mouth.
there needs to be more ethics in this podcast. This is about ethics. And
Podcast Gate 2014. Oh gosh,
Panic Gate.
So, okay, yeah. Sounds like a game.
I like it. That actually might drum up business. Go on.
So, do you tip at Starbucks? What's
Oh.
the standard?
Huh.
What if you pay by card?
Okay.
I feel like I call.
She does.
I looked the barista right in the eye, in his bearded face, and I pulled $5 out of the tip jar, and I put it in my pocket. And then when I get my coffee, I just spill it.
You
Walk out the door.
See, kids, that's called a negative tip.
You, sir, are the worst.
Yeah. But when I'm at a restaurant, it's 20%.
Oh,
So
okay.
baristas are slaves; they don't get tips.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the only way you can call it wrong every single morning.
is if you take money out of the tip jar. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's
pretty much
literally like the only bad
I
thing
keep getting
you
these
can
weird
do.
stares whenever I go in there. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I can't figure it out.
I see the tip jar and I'm like, I would like to be tipped
Thank
today.
you. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll take $1.
Yeah.
I'll snake that dollar.
I'll grab 4 quarters.
And then, nope,
Yeah,
not for me.
yeah. So I think I see Brandon's doing stuff on his phone when we're talking. It's very distracting.
So, guys.
As far as tipping goes at like a place like that, I feel like it's like if you have change left over from your purchase, I think that's a good rule of thumb. It's not like a restaurant where they're not required to like wait on you at a Starbucks. So I mean, it's not they don't deserve tips, but you should just throw in what you got, give them a little bit extra.
Literally throw your change at them. They love that.
Yeah, just actually throw it into the air.
Yeah. As you scream, keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yes.
Okay, I would be all right with that at a Starbucks, and that was thrown at me.
No.
But seeing as I work at a typical coffee shop, people are
Which is a start.
typically pretty civil about their change.
When's your next time you work, Brandon?
Tomorrow.
Great.
Just wondering.
Yeah.
No reason.
Okay.
No.
Well, this is. I'm
Hey,
not-
Matt, how much change do you have in your car?
gosh.
Like $10 in pennies.
10 pennies, perfect.
Oh man, that's probably gonna leave some bruises and internal bleeding, guys. Maybe let's think about this.
We'll come back to this question later.
Yeah.
All right.
When it's
Move
not
on.
being brought up for their own self. I'm surprised you didn't chip in with I thought you were gonna say something like, you should probably just coffee.
That also.
Put that in tips.
200% tip.
Yeah, 200% tip.
I mean, that's why we give you such discounts on your coffees, because we expect you to just
pay double that.
Duplicate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Starbucks not cheap.
$4.15 for a cup of white mocha is actually like below market. So, you know, it costs us.
So Starbucks
$8.15.
is losing money every time they sell a white mocha.
Well-
Definitely.
Yes.
I mean, how else do you maintain your hashtag basic lifestyle?
There's no
Hashtag
way.
basic.
There's no.
Hashtag normcore.
I'm just saying that there's no way that they would sell their coffee that only costs them 70 cents for more than such a markup. You know, like it totally doesn't cost them 10 cents for a cup of coffee. Anyway, enough on that.
Yeah.
I've got a. Oh, unless you got.
No, please.
Oh, I've got one right here. This is from @Bansert on Twitter.
Bansert.
Bansert.
All right.
It says, "How do you nicely tell someone you hate them and want them to fall off the face of the earth? Hashtag help. Hashtag the advice." And I feel like we've all been there.
Gosh.
You know,
yeah.
you want to just tell someone that you hate their guts and you wish that they were dead, but you want to just make sure you're nice about it.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one. That's
Mm.
yeah.
Well, if you're typically a funny person, saying it in a completely straight face to throw them off, keep them guessing whether how serious or not you really are, so that when they hear that, they might be thinking, "Oh, he's so funny," but in your head, you're like, "Wow, that was really cathartic, and that needed to happen."
I mean, I think that the key thing here is, you know, people appreciate honesty, and
Always.
if you really do hate them and want them to fall off the face of the earth, then you should find a way to make that happen.
Yeah, because I'm a task-oriented person.
Now, the face of the earth, you know, the earth isn't flat. It's not going to quite work that way. But if you find a big hole,
Totally.
that'll
the same.
probably work close to similar. If there's, you know, an abandoned construction site, or, you know, a warehouse, or, you know, out in the middle of the desert,
a McDonald's.
you know, that kind of
Yeah,
thing. Bring
yeah.
a shovel.
Yeah.
Just kind of be like, "Hey, meet me out here." Be like, "Hey, just want to let you know, sorry,
DTR real quick.
I just, hey,
No hard feelings.
Define
I
our
just hate
relationship.
you.
I just really, really hate you." And then,
It's nothing
you know,
personal.
I want you to fall off the face of the earth. I know you're not going to do that, so, you know, kind of got to make some things happen myself here, you know? Like,
I mean, I can't be
Listen,
expected to do
I
everything here,
can't just
but
wait for you to do this one thing. This, and you
have
just
one
start,
job.
you just start getting angry and just don't understand. And they never understand. No one understands. Just get the shovel. Just ah! Oh, I'm sorry. Where were we?
All right, yeah. Well, when I hate someone and want them, just kind of stare at them very intently, and twitch my left eye a little bit, and they spontaneously combust, and I found that to really do the trick.
That's why there's those like ashes all over the inside of your car.
What ashes? Yeah, I need a vacuum. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So cool.
Cool. All right. Cool. Murder people.
All right. At Sharna1212 asks.
At shawarma.
Sharna.
Sarna. Shawarma.
Sharna.
Shauna.
Charnay.
It's SHARNA 1212. Haters gonna hate. But how the hell do you shake it off? Seriously. Hashtag advice. Hashtag need advice. Hashtag haters. Hashtag sad.
That's 3 times the hate right there.
That's a lot of hate.
Is that hate cubed or is that hate
Right.
hate thrice?
Yeah, that's. I don't hate thrice, so it's hate cubed.
Big cubes.
Yeah.
You gotta shake it off. Yeah, it's a lot of shaking required there.
That's a crap ton. Of
Well, I
shit.
mean, you know those massage chairs they have at the mall?
Yeah.
So you go to the mall, sit in one of those, turn it up to 11. Should shake pretty. That should shake quite a lot at that point.
Very violently.
Mhm, yeah. Alternatively, get about 200 phones, tape them all together, and have someone call, like tether them all together so they're all in the same like account, and have someone call you through like a messaging program or something like that, and they'll all vibrate at the same time. Just
That'll shake
cleanses
you.
the pores
That's
of all the
good.
hate.
Yeah.
That'll just vibrate you around for
What a concept! It's
Yeah.
instead of like a little tanning bed,
mm.
a little just
Yeah, you can almost make like a machine that has like just
Shakes.
lined with iPhones on the inside of it. Those get real greasy. You're
Yeah.
lying down on these iPhones. They're gross.
And I feel like
Yeah.
maybe the cell phone radiation will get you a lot quicker. Like 200.
Yeah.
So, question. This was texted in from a friend of the show who has yet to be on. Calling you out. Question from Matt for the podcast. Matt, with a thick British accent, what is?
I don't even know what happened, but it just happened.
What is?
There's a power outage on his
No,
mic.
there wasn't. Matt, with a thick British accent, what's the best bad advice that you can give to who simply don't want to study and prepare for their exams?
So
Signed,
College-
JJ.
college students that have a thick British accent, what kind of advice do they need to get through their exams? The ones that have this thick British accents.
Sure, I think you're
I'm
twisting the
I'm
question a
sure,
little.
yeah, that kind of switched out of order here.
So for college students that have thick British accents, the key is to show up to class and act like you didn't know that the exam was due, and the professor will just be so confused by your thick British accent. They'll just be like, "Oh, they're just foreign. They don't know. All
A
right,
bunch of foreigners.
you can have it next week or something."
Okay.
So you be like, "God blimey, professor, I didn't know it was today. In Europe, in London time, we have all of our exams on a Tuesday." And the professor will be like, "That's not how we do things here." It's like, "Oh, cool. We just stepped off the boat a few weeks, governor. My brother's still on the way. Can't I have an exam next week, please, sir?
Please, sir.
I haven't studied my maths yet."
My maths. It's like 3 F's.
This is math class. And so the professor will obviously understand.
Of course.
Yeah. Now, if you're a professor with a thick British accent
Oh yeah.
Then-
That's a tough question.
and you haven't prepared for your exams, then that's what TAs are for. So
Yeah.
just go ahead and get them to do that stuff. Why are you stripping?
Also, if it's not a Tuesday, you're
Brandon we keep asking questions, and
It's
then Brandon's
too warm.
like very distracting in the middle
I'm
of the
sorry.
response.
It's
Yeah.
really warm in here.
welcome back to the podcast, Matt.
Yeah, I missed a lot. You guys did with Ricardo. Must really change you.
We can't go back.
Oh, I shouldn't have mentioned his name. Dang it! Erase that part.
I'll
I'll
cut it. I'll just cut it. He doesn't need to know.
Wait. So did he want me to do a thick British accent? Is that what he?
I'm pretty sure, but I think you achieved that.
Yeah,
at one
you
point.
fulfilled your quest requirements.
Cool. I mean, I did one at the beginning too for the intro bit.
Mhm. It was great.
I have an update for you because last time
Please.
I was on, I proposed a new segment which you guys did not tape.
No, we loved it.
So I'm-
we loved
so
it.
I'm-
We just didn't want to
you
put
know,
that on others.
I'm a little offended. It's okay. It's fine.
It's-
It's
no,
fine.
no,
It's-
we
I
just-
got over. I did.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're cool. You and me. You and me. We're cool.
Okay,
Right
great.
here.
Me and
Yeah.
Chris
Okay.
still hate each other.
Oh.
The segment I proposed, it's not the one that you're thinking of, I don't think. I proposed the segment called Baywatch,
Oh,
I was
I-
talking about this.
in which you update, keep up to date on the tweets for the bays.
okay, great. Yes,
Um,
please.
So I have found something here. This is an actual news story, not
Oh,
actually a tweet even. I got this from Twitter, but it's a news story on the Business Insider. Bay has just been passed over by Oxford Dictionary as the word of the year. It lost to vape. Bay was almost the word of the year, this guy is. And if we had perhaps started Baywatch a little bit sooner, we could have got the media attention that Bay needed to become the word of the year.
Bay needs more attention.
You know what?
And this podcast is a cultural touchstone
Yes, it
Absolutely.
for this country and the Oxford Dictionary. Even though I think
Well, you know what?
Having a present.
the Oxford publication, so maybe that it might not be, but
Huh. I feel like we need to get a vape enthusiast on the podcast. Like, do you know a Christian dad who vapes? Because I know one.
That sounds like a weird search term.
It is.
Christian
Look
dads who vape. XXX.
No, there's no X's there.
It's a new man study group.
No, it's there's a individual I know, very well known for his Christian dads who vape routine.
Also, by the way, on the honorary mentions.
Oh yes.
Besides Bay was number 2. But we also had Normcore
Oh my gosh.
No way.
and Slacktivism.
No.
Those were also on the Oxford Dictionary's list of word of the year possibilities. But vape was the winner.
I'm okay with that.
Baywatch 2014. This is signing off since there was some slacktivism in this room. Bay has fallen.
Let's start
Grace.
campaigning for 2015.
Bay 2016.
Well,
Bay
I
for
think it's
president.
too late. I think it's like
Bay for
president.
president.
I
Before
think
anyone else.
we should just do Baywatch for the new thing. Like that actually be an activity. Like, hey, what are you guys doing at the mall? Are you guys just sitting down there around the fountain? No, we're on Baywatch.
It's
We're
totally
watching
okay.
the bays.
We're looking for the
Yeah.
bays.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's good. I think that's
Those observations supposed to work.
What was that?
That was the sound that
That's the
The-
Baywatch intro title music.
that's the sound that the flying saucers make in the Super Mario Land for the Nintendo Game Boy. And you guys play Mario Party when you land on the flying saucer comes up.
Chris, you never told me you did voice work for Mario Party.
I mean, I was only like 2 at the time, so
Nintendo.
it's pretty.
Nintendo.
It's pretty great.
You were 2 in Mario Party. Oh man,
I'm just guessing, probably.
Wow, you're a child.
you're a babe in
I know
arms.
it. I'm a
bay
babe.
in arms. He's available, ladies.
He's available.
You can bay him if you wish.
Make him your
That sounds like a
make
Pokemon
him your man crush Monday every day,
every day.
ladies. Chris is on the market.
So
So-
sold.
You do. You do.
All right, you got something else for us?
That's not a good question.
Baywatch 2014.
Baywatch,
Everything's a good question.
everything's
There's no such thing as a bad question except for all the questions that we bring to the
That's
podcast.
true. Do you think people shouldn't use the expression "dead tired" because it's asking for a friend who's a ghost? No, we're not going to address that. We're not going to address that. So,
Okay.
Be ashamed of yourself.
I'm sorry.
Taking ghosts lightly like this to bring this tweet on to this podcast to mock it. I remember last time this happened, I was here. I don't even remember what it was, but I was very offended.
That's something.
And you know what?
It's very passionate.
Ghosts can't eat. So when you do that, they are hurting inside out there that are looking for love.
In all the wrong places.
And I don't remember what the question was, but I just know that your frivolous use of the word ghosts, they are spirits.
I'm
They
sorry.
are restless spirits, and we need to respect them.
I'm so sorry.
And you hurt me once again on this podcast.
Okay.
Just because you have a friend who's a ghost doesn't mean that you can just throw around whatever thing you want on your podcast. All right?
All right.
we
Matt,
can't say
clearly-
that word here.
Okay.
We can't say that word, Brandon.
Whoa. All
That's
right.
their word.
Can I
That's
do-
their word.
That's
Can I
their
defend
word.
myself?
No.
Okay.
You can apologize.
America and everywhere beyond America that's not quite as cool. I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry. And ghost kind, be of any nationalities or backgrounds, I am an awful human being, and we're going to do a 3-part apology right now. And the question left. He's offended.
Yeah.
I don't want to answer.
And so
As we speak,
so here's the deal.
we're going like, oh, this is that kind of podcast, huh? I'm out of here. Wow.
All right. So Connor, as I recall from via the live cast, really, you are out? You're leaving?
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Connor asked, "What do you do on a first date?" Well, Connor, I just wing it. I'm just like, well, yeah, you come up with the idea. No.
he doesn't wing it.
Here's the thing. Last time that we approached this question,
Didn't
I
we
believe
answer this question before?
it was addressed in an earlier episode, and it was like do something exciting and fun.
I asked this question.
You asked
To
this
Heather,
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like with Matt has a different perspective on things. Matt, what would you do on a first date? I know you are currently at this present time engaged, but let's say you had to advise someone on a good first date or a bad first date, just a date.
On a
that is
date in
first.
general, on a first,
A first.
on a day of firsts.
Yeah.
What you want to do is it's all about surprise.
Hmm.
So you know, like girls love surprises. Hey, this could be a guy.
Yeah.
It could be asking for a guy. I think most people like surprises. Now, if this person doesn't like surprises, this probably doesn't count. But I'm gonna go with the assumption that most people like surprises. So what you should definitely don't tell them if they don't know it's coming. I mean, they're gonna be way more surprised. It's gonna be way better. So you probably want to get them when they're either walking out of their house or coming out of like a class or like their work. Just drive up in like a unmarked van. Then that way they won't recognize your car and know it's you. And just jump out, grab them, throw them in the van, get them going on the date. Like again, surprise is they love surprise.
Oh,
Everyone
man.
loves surprises.
So good.
So you want to make sure that they don't see it coming. That they ask you what you're doing, who are you, where you're going. It's fine. Don't answer that. It's all gonna be explained when you get there. And then you want to take them somewhere, somewhere romantic. Somewhere like they don't normally go. You don't go like, somewhere like, oh, let's go to the store or something. Come on.
Right.
You want to make it memorable. You want to drive them somewhere like far away where they're not gonna see their like friends or family there normally.
They're also not gonna know the surroundings.
Yeah, exactly. Just somewhere different, somewhere like out of the norm. Make it interesting, make it memorable. Take it to the desert, somewhere like there's nothing out, no people for miles, that kind of thing. You just stare out and look at the stars, that kind of thing. Make sure that they're just like they're stationary, they're not moving anywhere, trying to get away. Like you want to be like a pleasant time for them. Just make sure it's just a surprise. It's just a bunch of fun the whole time. Take them on a boat out to sea. That's just romantic. It's just like watch the sunset together. She can't go anywhere. She's with you. It's just it's just like a nice time. That kind of thing. For an even bigger surprise, you can wear like a mask over your face. So they, like I said, they don't know who it is. It's like who's this mystery man? I can't. It just
really a blind date.
Sweeps me off my feet and just like takes me away. I don't even know what's going on. That kind of stuff.
That's good.
That's a key thing on a first date. You really want to make sure it's a surprise. It like I said, it helps if they don't even know the date is happening.
And you want to pull off the literal sweeping of the feet.
Yeah, like you want to like
karate kid it.
Yeah, you want to go for the sweep the legs, sweep the legs.
Yeah.
That's good. Then, like I said, throw them into the van.
All right. Someone just asked a question. We'll get to that. Don't worry. Question: what would be the worst way to someone?
Okay.
I see. This is impossible because we're as of a bad advice podcast.
Okay, what would be the best way to propose?
Because I only propose the best way possible, so I don't know.
My ideas are only the best.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer it. What would be the worst way to propose to someone?
It's like tell me a false idea.
Yeah.
Or a false belief. Yeah.
Surprises. Everyone loves. When you're proposing to someone, it's better if they don't know that the proposal's coming. Just get in a van, take them. Basically, all my date ideas and my proposal ideas are almost the same. It's really the key to both aspects. Is this a question that either?
This is a Reddit question. Here's a couple answers. Arrange a fancy date night with your girlfriend. Fake a brain aneurysm, bite into a concealed blood pack, collapse and fall on the floor, the whole bit. Have a doctor or a nurse planted at an adjacent table, roll you onto your back, check you, and says you're not breathing and you have no pulse. And then he or she then rips open your shirt to apply a defibrillator, revealing, "Will you marry me?" written on your chest in red body paint. pull out the ring and say, "I can't live without you, baby." That's pretty,
Yeah.
that's good
They
advice.
will be very surprised by
Mhm.
that. So
Also, changing your
Still apply.
my rule still applies.
changing your
Nice.
relationship
Oh.
status on Facebook also is a great way to notify them.
Yes. Let them know.
Yeah. During someone else's wedding, because I mean everyone's all
Oh.
gathered around. Oh,
They're
even
already
better.
there anyway.
You don't cheer everyone up.
Everyone's feeling down. You know,
Oh,
people are
yeah.
like wanting to like feel some happiness again in their lives. And
Grandpa actually went down.
you can remind them. You
Brilliant.
can remind them. You're like,
Yeah.
hey guys, it's okay. New beginnings.
You'll be good.
That's
New beginnings.
That's just brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it. And so yeah, I think that those are great options right there.
The worst way to propose to someone would also probably be if you know, like didn't have.
Make sure you don't have the ring.
I was gonna say you should probably like probably make sure like that if you had a ring, if you didn't have a ring, that'd probably be good. Also, if you propose to someone that you weren't dating,
Oh, okay.
also might be a bad way to propose to
So
someone.
what? It would be a huge surprise.
It would be a very big surprise. So you know what? You might get points for that.
You want to go for it.
Most of the time, if someone just proposed to me randomly, I'd probably be like, no, but that's very sweet, so I probably want to date you.
Yeah. No, but I'm interested.
Maybe down the line. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's take this slow.
Mhm.
Okay.
But it's definitely a good way to let somebody know that you're interested.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like if you're worried about like how do I break the ice with this person, how do I start a conversation? Proposing right off the bat, probably a good way to just get them interested in you.
Also, interviews
Right.
totally works.
Interviews,
Yeah.
like where like you like
Job interview.
apply for a job interview,
Right.
Propose
That's
to
a great
propose
icebreaker.
to the interviewer.
be like,
Takes totally off their game.
they're asking a question, they're like,
You gotta take control of the situation when you're in a job interview.
Exactly.
You gotta be in charge.
and they're always asking
Bold.
questions. They're like,
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me stop for a second. Let me just ask you a question. Can I just ask you?
yeah, yes, please.
You seem like a confident individual, someone
Yeah.
that I'd like to work for.
Yeah.
I'll Harry.
Oh, what?
And then you just get down with me.
And then it's just like, what?
They'll never see it coming.
Never.
No, I mean that's gonna be the end when they ask you like, "Do you have any questions for me?"
I'm like, yes.
It's like just one.
one. And please think about
That's
it before
great.
you answer.
I want a sincere answer.
I don't want you to just say it because you're surprised.
Just don't give me your first response. All right. So, live question
And then,
from
and
the
then
audience.
if they ever say no, then you're gonna be like, no. I want you to think about it.
Mhm.
Just wait until you get a yes. Persistence is key.
Or
Yes.
maybe it's a trip where they say no, they're like, well, you should hire me to get to know me better.
Mm.
And then let's see how this goes.
See, in relation to that question, you hiring me doesn't sound so extreme now, does it?
No.
Exactly.
Let's put it in
No.
perspective, you know.
That
That's
makes
the
more
calm thing to
far
say.
more
Like
sense.
Alfred Hitchcock used to put crazy, violent or sexual things in his movies, so that the stuff that he actually wanted to get in
Would
would
be
get
sure.
get through.
That's
how
actually
you do
pretty
it.
great. That's
Wow,
brilliant.
smart.
So, live question from the audience. Amber asks, "What's your views on mustaches?" Because I have multiple views on mustaches, many opinions.
I can't actually see my mustache, so unfortunately, my view on mustaches is limited. It's like if I do this,
Oh,
if I do this,
No, it's right.
if
Okay.
I do this,
It's right there.
I can't see it. Well, the mirrors don't count. I mean, like I'm talking about like my own point of view.
Okay, what is your view
My
on
own-
what's
my
your
own
view
view.
on my mustache?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just
I think
opening
I
up
told you my
did.
your mustache
All
earlier,
right.
We did
but I
cover
can
that.
restate it for the
No,
live
yes,
audience.
yes, you
He's
should.
like,
Yes, you should.
Go ahead.
He said, he's like, I'm doing Movember. It's coming in pretty well now. And I'm like, yeah, you're only looking slightly like Kirby Brandon.
Now, Kirby Brandon is from years ago.
No, this
Our
isn't a
friend at
thing.
Mythos.
This isn't an actual.
Yeah,
Stop
no,
acting
in
like
our
it's-
mythology. We have a book. It's a legitimate book. Yeah,
It's not a thing.
It's being
It's a
published.
book.
there's a
Yeah.
book.
Who wrote that book?
What?
What?
No, let me be clear. Kirby Brandon is a thing. That's the
That's it. That's a thing.
Signed
It's a
Side.
That's the introduction to
Yeah.
the full story. No.
I mean, you're like the new Groom fairy tale. Kirby Brandon.
Speaking of fairy tales,
the cautionary tale.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been playing Wolf Among Us. That's a pretty good.
What
game.
does that have to do with?
Talk about fairy tales.
Oh,
that's
great
what it
fairy
is.
tale.
Okay, getting
It's
from
a
a
great
game
game.
podcast, but
Yeah, hey, listen, man, I gotta plug it in.
You finally got into
The
that.
Pixel Pod. I didn't get to do my plug at the beginning this
We'll
time. So.
promote it there too.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. Let's get to that. My view on Matt's mustache, it's nice. It's just I like it being there. Handlebar just seems very him, and I'm still deciding my mustache. Right now, I'm going for a nothing in particular. I could do a Tom Selleck if I did this, but it kind of looks like the brackets that aren't straight back brackets, but have that little thing that poke out. Right now, like, see if I go sideways, it'll look like an emoticon, right? It's got a little. No? Okay. All right. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
so I'm still
Yeah.
deciding
Yeah.
my mustache, but I'm.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Wow.
This-
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Next question. Screw this.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm
Oh yeah, you're so supportive.
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta.
I have a
listen.
question. I like having such a supportive fiance.
This is the important part of your life, man. We gotta make you sort of like, who are you inside, and what kind of mustache do you want?
Yeah.
These are the things you
Yeah.
get the choice.
Yeah.
You're still exploring yourself. You're getting curious, trying different
It's
mustaches.
a very violent massage.
Yeah. Chris. I've had a massage on Chris before, and they are a little bit aggressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it's not bad. It's just
Chris
that one felt like there was malintent.
Chris,
There was
Chris,
Valentine.
Chris Milas is the Chris.
Oh,
Can I see the trailer for that?
In a world.
Still working on it.
In a world where masseuses run wild,
Wildly weak.
only one can tame them.
Why is that popping?
Wait, why do I tame masseuses?
Masseuses? I don't know why.
Tame masseuses.
That's your thing.
That's the thing. My strong hands that are also used for massages.
Mm. Okay, so are we getting to about that time for one more Reddit and then some other
I've
segment?
got another segment for you.
Okay, I just didn't know if you were
that's okay.
ready for that segment.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what I
ready.
said.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
ready.
Oh, we're gonna.
Oh,
All
all
right.
right. You want to do one more
Let's
question? We
do
can.
another
I don't know
question.
if you want to do
Question,
one more.
question.
Okay. If you were an evil villain leaving your hostages in a slow descent into a pit, what would you fill the pit with?
Masseuses.
It's a good thing.
Very aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
Masseuses.
I thought they're just shouting from the bottom, like, got some kinks in your back? Huh? Yeah?
I would.
I'll let me get 'em.
I mean, it's like they don't. There's just a bunch of moving arms and hands that you can't see.
No thanks. I don't want.
Is that a
I
flush
mean,
pit?
you know what? I think that's brilliant, though. Actually, no one wants that. No one wants that.
They're all unpaid interns.
There is such a thing as a bad massage. There is.
There is, and that is one of them.
Yeah,
Okay,
falling
Chris.
down to a pit of hands and
Ugh.
limbs.
So, Chris,
Yeah,
you're an evil
yeah.
villain.
So
What
this
do
is
you-
about Dark Souls
Oh,
or video game talk.
Oh,
Shush.
oh.
Wrong podcast.
We'll get to that.
The first thing I pictured was lava, but then I pictured why fill it with anything? Just let them drop.
Man,
But
that's
it's a
boring.
slow
Where's your
It's a
creativity?
slow descent. It's
Oh, I
not
also
a drop.
pictured dropping the rope because I would leave no chances.
Well, you could slowly descend them into a pit, and they wouldn't be able to get out. So, but
It's not bad.
unless you said, I'll just leave you in here. I've got to go take over the world. Bye. I'm sure you won't get out. And then
Yeah.
you walk out the door. Then they'll definitely get out.
What if you say that and like grab a chair and sit down and start reading? And, like wait for them to come up and kick them back down.
I mean, like again, just be a little slow. I know.
I mean, what if I have good underlings that are actually working to run the world for me? I'm just enjoying the fact that I
Yeah.
won
I
the good book.
mean, yeah. I guess so. I mean, if you want to like really savor it,
Yeah.
savor that victory, you
Mhm.
could definitely do that.
I would do something similar to Chris's idea, but I would slather everything in Crisco so that there is absolutely no attempt at them getting up, but they'll try and it will be great. They'll just no. Oh, hey, I got the blit.
Have you seen that squirrel? Oh, it's a video a squirrel trying to climb up a tree, but someone wrote Vaseline over the tree.
Why would someone rub Vaseline all over a tree?
That's a
That's
waste
the
of
question- that's the
Vaseline.
question that I have.
For that one purpose of watching that squirrel continually try. He falls back down,
This
just
feels
looks up,
staged.
and he's like,
That's
I
weird.
want to get back up
I
there.
usually just feel a climb.
Did I have one too many nuts today? Oh no.
No, the squirrel doesn't know any better. The squirrel doesn't know how to get Vaseline. You know, the
Does
squirrel
someone know what
the
Vaseline
squirrel
is?
doesn't have a credit card. It can't and buy Vaseline. I want to know what sick weirdo went to the store, got like what must have been a rather large tub of Vaseline. I was like, I'm gonna rub it all over this. It's like a thin tray.
Very thin tree.
Still got a lot of.
So like your hands are just rubbing that tree.
Yeah, like that's if it's a thin tree, especially, then you're like just kind of just going up and down this tree.
It's gotta be
It's a little
not
awkward. It's a little
unpleasant.
awkward. Like what if you're in a park or whatever? People are just like walking by.
Don't mind me.
See you just
Don't mind me.
rubbing this tree with Vaseline.
Trying to prevent the squirrel.
That's what I would fill my eagle pit with, Vaseline.
You just fall down
See,
the
there
tub
you
of
go.
Vaseline.
No, like I'm not talking about the sides, so it's slippery.
Like just
I'm
the top.
Oh, just fill it.
fill
So when they
Okay.
drop down, they hit the Vaseline, and then they can't climb out anymore because
Because they're covered in the Vaseline.
I would fill it with a giant ball pit from McDonald's.
Yes. Oh, that'd be the best slow death ever.
but within the balls there's also like
A snake.
oh,
One snake.
just one stick.
Where is it? It's a big pit. Where is it?
And then you kill it, and then you think you're okay, but secretly there was another snake the whole time.
snake.
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 Snake. All right.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun,
Dun dun dun.
All right, we're ready for lightning round.
Yes, the lightning
I'm
round.
so
This is the
excited.
return from last time I was here. Remember the rules, gentlemen. You have, roughly speaking, one sentence or so. You can maybe go a little bit, more, but let's make it quick. Let's keep it brief. Brevity is the soul of wit. So let's not, going with these long-winded answers. I'm gonna go Brandon first, then Chris on answering these questions. So
Okay.
the best answers that you can give me.
Well, Brandon went first last time.
All right, fine. Chris can go first. This time. That's
Thank
fair.
you,
That's
because
fair.
I don't want to copy his answers like I did last time.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
Okay.
fair. That's fair. Get your mind in purpose. I picked hard.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So
all right.
get your mind in
my
zone.
I'm prepping
Why are
my
you
mind.
massaging me
I'm prepping
again?
my mind.
No.
Aggressive. That's very
Prepping
aggressive
my mind.
massage.
It's incredibly aggressive. Now I feel out of my element.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Well, that's
do you?
perfect. Because if you're in your element right now, then you're not going to
I
be.
mean, now I feel more. in
What if
my
I send my answers right to your mind?
No, that's not going to
All right.
I no one else
I'll
can
use
hear
the
those.
words.
All right, so ready, lightning round. My friend is starting a band. What instrument should he learn to play?
Trombone.
The masseuse.
The
masseuse.
This is not a real.
Exactly.
What is the best way to improve my Tinder profile?
Pictures.
Lies.
If you're in a foreign country and you don't speak the language, how do you ask for directions?
Rudely.
With hand gestures that fail miserably.
Okay. If there's a cute lady on the other side of the room and she smiles at you,
Flirt.
what do you do?
Flirt.
What do you do to flirt?
Flirt your heart out.
What do you do to flirt? Be more specific.
Oh, it's passive. It just
Yeah.
happens. I can't control it.
Just like the smolder.
Yeah,
The
the
eyes.
smolder, the
Right,
eyes.
Brandon,
Lick my lips.
lick your lips.
No, wait.
You just like
You say lick my lips to her?
No. No.
Yes.
I
walk
actively
up. You yell
Lick my
across.
lips.
You yell across
I
the
do-
room. Lick my lips, everyone. All right. If you're cross-dressing in a cat suit for Halloween, how do you keep everything comfortable? If you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I mean.
From no personal experience, like 4 pairs of boxers and gym shorts, and it's still not comfortable.
Brandon.
2
But
pairs
I
of
still
whitey
bulge.
tighties and then covered in hot pants.
All right.
Hot pants.
What is your favorite video game? Wrong. It's Portal. If a train leaves Chicago heading east at 80 miles an hour, and another train leaves New York heading west at 200 miles an hour, and the menu on each train has 3 entrees with a vegetarian option dish, then what color shirt do you wear that day and why?
Blue, because it looks great on me.
Okay.
Purple because ice cream has no bones.
Okay. And when you're bae, do that thing that you like. How you say thanks? When you're bae, do that thing that you like. How you say thanks?
Thanks, babe.
Hey girl, you're so sexy. Thanks, babe.
All right, that was
Oh,
the
you're
lightning
the
round.
best.
Just slur it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not sexy. Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Thanks, be the babe.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right. That was fun.
That was your lightning round.
I look forward to that. And this is why you've been on the podcast twice now.
That was
quality.
I love the
Quality
lightning
and quantity.
Oh,
Spooky. All right.
like a value pack.
Okay. So it's been fun. A couple things to know. Thank Sounds of Satellites. Just again, we're continuing to provide excellent theme music for the beginning and end of our show. Thanks
What's
again.
the name of this theme music that you're speaking of?
It's called Stop Trusting Me off of the album God in Quotes by Sounds of Satellites. They're an excellent band, and every show they just play their hearts out. They got a couple shows coming up, so connect with them on Facebook and or their website. and it's all search Sounds of Satellites. You'll find them.
I've
And
literally
they're-
seen their lead singer bleed on stage multiple times.
Yeah,
playing his heart out.
He has played his guitar so hard that I have seen blood just all over himself and onto his.
Who's this lead singer you're talking about?
Well, Chance Espinosa.
Where could I hear more from Chance Espinosa if I wanted to hear him give some advice?
Oh, if you wanted to hear him give some advice, you could listen to 3 of Ask Don't Panic, the Bad Advice podcast. Also,
that
we
sounds-
plan to have him back on sometime in the near future to promote more stuff and to have a good time, and that's what we're all here for.
Different about stuff.
So definitely check out their album, buy it, listen to them on
It's on
Spotify and
iTunes.
stuff. It's on iTunes, yeah. Buy it on Bandcamp, any of those. They're just great. They're great guys, great heart, and they put everything that goes into their music. Again, we want to thank Matt for being here. Matt hails from a little town called
Britain.
Pixel Legends
Oh, yes.
and Britain. And they run a video game podcast
We do.
and video game journalism.
It's about ethics.
It's no,
It's all about it.
It's about making fun videos and funny podcasts, and it's pixellegends.com with 1 L. You can look it up there. We got a podcast coming out this week.
yes.
Today. So if you're watching this live, it's not up yet, but if you're listening to the recording, it's probably already up. So go to Pixel Legends on iTunes, check it out, the Pixel Podcast, and
Saturday?
we do have something this Saturday. Thanks for mentioning that, Brandon.
I'm excited for that.
Brandon, and possibly Chris.
Yes, possibly Chris.
will be joining us this Saturday for a Super Smash Bros. Brawl. We'll be playing some of the new modes. So we'll be playing the 8-player combat, brawl.
Holy crap.
So that will be awesome. We'll be streaming that at twitch.tv/pixel_legends. If you go to our website, there's a link to our Twitch page there. So you can go to pixellegends.com also to see that. That'll be this Saturday, November 21st. Oh, crap. I think it's 22nd.
22nd.
Yep, 21st is the day it comes out. And the 22nd is when we'll be streaming it that Saturday. Probably all afternoon on Pacific time. So
And
come
then
check us out. Watch us record and make fool of ourselves.
perhaps will there be some clips available online? That's the best moment.
So we will. I'm not sure if we're gonna put the whole thing up or if we'll edit it in clips, but we'll make sure it's viewable. We did the Wii U live stream back when the Wii U launched. Brandon was on that. That is on our website too. If you'd like to catch some similarly multiple
Also, don't you have some upcoming Mario Party vids?
Mario Party vids. Those are still in the works. So
All right.
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Sorry,
man.
I'm teasing a
Yeah.
little bit.
Teasing with the stash.
My apologies. Teasing my stash. Tease that stash. That's how I get them days.
All them bass.
That boom, 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 boom,
No.
boom, boom bass. Super bass.
You'd be
Can-
surprised at how few people are into my stash.
Can hashtag tease that stash be a thing? Actually, I'm not surprised by that, Brandon.
Make
I'm not surprised by
Brandon,
that.
Pervy Brandon is wondering why
Not
no
a thing.
one
It's
is.
not perfect, Brand.
I'm making the
I want
book.
to be clear. Pervy Brandon is a thing.
There he
Sorry,
is.
Barack Obama.
He has said it.
Thanks again for listening to Ask Don't Panic. You can catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, Tinder.
Swipe right.
Always swipe right.
Swipe
for
right on
Ask
Ask
Don't
Don't Panic. That's the catchphrase. The new
Oh,
catchphrase.
man. You can
Swipe right for
Oh,
Ask Don't
gosh.
Panic.
You can email us your questions at askdon'tpanic@gmail.com. You can keep tuning into these Google Plus live streams. Typically, we're on every Tuesday around 12:30ish. Today we got a late. Sorry. And yeah, just continue to be the best people ever. We love you. We love our fans. And so again, this has been Brandon Calderon,
Chris Miles.
And Matt Atkinson.
and we just wanted to wish you the best of days. And remember, don't panic. We've got you covered.
Stop trusting me.
One time we should just literally have it. Our voices.
Yeah, just a cappella.
Yeah. But like
But really
absolutely
badly.
terrible. Yeah, like
Yeah. Oh, God. Bye, guys.
Thanks, babe.